Hey there, good afternoon everyone. Spokane Steve here, and it's time once again for Strat-O-Matic Baseball. There is Franklin looking back in the past. Future self looking back at past, looking at the roof of this dome. Is it hurricane proof? Well, that's a damn good question. That makes me think of another question. What happened to the dome? You haven't played in it in many years, of course. Is it gone? Did they tear it down? I don't know why I just now thought of that, but it's a big building. Today's ball game here, we've got two fine lefties on the mound. Chris Short for the Phillies and Mike Cuellar for the Astros. Philadelphia at Houston, May the 21st, the second of a four-game set. Phillies come in 18-12, just a game out of first place. And the Astros not far behind. Let's take a look at where they are. At 19-15, they're 2.5 games out. So two contenders going at it with two good left-handed pitchers. The Astros, it should be mentioned, also lead the league in runs scored. They've been a scoring machine so far this replay. And hello, Kelly. How's it going? And hello there to Mike. Hope your day is going well. So two pretty good cards here. I'll flip them over here so you can take a closer look. Well, I checked their actual replay statistics so far. Short has made 8 starts. He's 2-4 with an ERA of 4 even. 3 complete games, 2 of them shutouts. So it's been feast or famine for Short. 63 innings, 58 hits allowed, 46 strikeouts. For Cuellar, he's been in 9 games, 4 of them starts. He's 2-1 with a 3.79 ERA, 38 innings, 32 hits allowed, and 22 strikeouts. So we're getting some nice stats now. The Phillies playing their 31st game, and Houston playing their 35th. I tell you, looking back now, I can't believe I was trying to undertake this replay with the minimal stats that I had. How much fun is it having all the stats? Getting close to an update for my 82 replay in the stats department. I'm on Thursday of the week I'm in. So attention turns to today's ball game. I'll give you the Phillies lineup and we'll get started here. For Philadelphia, Tony Taylor will lead it off at third base. Cookie Rojas at second base hits second. Dick Groth, the shortstop, in the 3 spot. Johnny Callison, the cleanup man, in right field. Harvey Keene will be in left, batting 5th. Bill White at first hits 6th. Jackie Brandt, the center fielder, bats 7th. Bob Uecker will be behind the dish, hitting 8th. And Chris Short, the pitcher, 9th. For Houston, it'll be John Bateman doing the catching. Felix Mantilla down at first. Morgan and Jackson up the middle with Aspromani down at third. And the outfield left to right is Staub, Wynn, and Nicholson. Good news as far as the Phillies go. You can see in this game in real life, Dick Allen made another pinch hitting appearance, and that would indicate, to me at least, I haven't looked it up, but it would indicate that he's getting closer to returning to the starting lineup. And boy, could the Phillies use his bat. The fact that they've hung in there as well as they have without him, a testament to the depth of this squad. Alrighty. Umpire says play ball. Cuellar is ready to work. And here's Tony Taylor to lead it off for the Phillies. Taylor just 20 for 111. That's a 180 average so far. 2 homers, 6 RBIs. The right-hander standing in. Cuellar set now. And here's the first pitch on a 1-6 left-handed little 2-hopper down to third. Aspromani backhands it and throws him out for out number 1. And a hello to Mike. How are you doing today? Went to the chiropractor this morning, so I'm feeling much better. Trying to ease into the week here on a gloomy, cool day in Spokane, 50 and cloudy. Here's Cookie Rojas now. Rojas hitting .252 on the year. No homers, 6 RBIs. Cuellar into the windup. That's a 3-7 left-handed. Another grounder to third base. Charging it is Aspermani on the run. Nice play. Throws him out. So 2 grounders to third, 2 down. And here's Dick Grote. Grote hitting .239. 1 homer, a dozen RBIs. Cuellar into the windup now. Here's the pitch. That's a 6-10 right-handed, a grounder to shortstop X. That'll be Sonny Jackson. Tough play for Sonny as he goes into the hole, a 3-E-40. And here's the play on a 5. Nice diving stop to his feet. Long throw in time. Nice play, Sonny Jackson. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Cuellar. After half an inning, it's Philadelphia 0, Houston coming to bat. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I'm still trying to get back into the groove, but feeling pretty good today after that chiropractic adjustment. Left shoulder still a bit sore. That's because I tend to drive with my left hand on a long trip. As Short tunes up, let's get you that Houston lineup. Joe Morgan at second leads things off. Sonny Jackson at short in the 2 spot. Jimmy Wynn, the toy cannon, bats third and plays center. Dave Nicholson in right field will hit cleanup. Felix Mantilla at first bats 5th. Rusty Staub in left hits 6th. Bob Aspermani, the third baseman, bats 7th. John Bateman will do the catching and hit 8th, with Cuellar, the pitcher, batting 9th. The Phillies defensively have Euchre behind the plate, White at first, Rojas and Grote up the middle with Tony Taylor at third, and the outfield left to right of Keene, Brandt, and Callison. Now here's Morgan to start things off now against Chris Short. Oh boy, Morgan comes in at .220, 3 home runs, 19 RBIs. His 31 runs scored among the league leaders in that category, and that's largely a product of his league-leading 33 walks. Left on left, as Short gets the sign from Euchre. Here's his pitch to Morgan on a 2-10 left-handed. It's a lazy fly ball into left field. Harvey Keene has it. 1 away. Sonny Jackson will be the batter now. Jackson hitting .293 on the season. 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Short into the windup. 3-7 left-handed. It's a fly ball into center field. That's Brandt. Barely has to move and squeezes that for the second out. 2 out, nobody on, and here's the toy cannon. Jimmy hitting .368 on the year, 8 homers, and his 35 RBIs lead the league. Short into the windup. The pitch to the toy cannon, a 6-11 right-handed base hit up the middle. 2 out single for Wynn. He's a star 15 stealer, so let's check that Philly battery now. Short a 0 hold, Euchre a +1 arm. That would make Wynn a 16. They will hold him, making him a 14, and the batter will be Nicholson. Nicholson hitting .324, 4 homers, 10 RBIs. Short, a toss over to first, Wynn back to the bag. Now comes set. Comes to the plate. 5-5, swung on and missed, strike 3. And down go the Astros in the first. No runs to hit, 1 left on. We're scoreless after an inning. Just getting started, folks. Find a comfortable spot and hang out with me for a little while. Ah, yes, coffee, of course. Cuellar getting ready to go to work in the second inning. It'll be Johnny Callison to lead it off for the Phillies. Callison hitting .321, 5 home runs, 24 RBIs for the left-handed hitting outfielder. Cuellar comes set now. The windup and the pitch on a .311. He bangs it into center for a leadoff single. Callison a star 15 stealer. So let's take a look at the Houston battery. Cuellar with a fine -3 hold. Bateman is 0. That would make Callison a 12 not held, so no need to hold him on. They don't think he'll be going at 60%, and they would be correct. Harvey Keene's the next batter. Keene hitting .333, 11 for 33 in part-time play. No home runs, just 3 RBIs. Interesting, Jeremiah. I kind of like that. The pitch to Keene from the stretch is a 2-9 left-handed. It's a grounder down to short. Jackson has it. Flips to Morgan to first. Double play. So Keene grounds into the 6-4-3. 2 outs, nobody on, and here's Bill White. White hitting .254, 8 homers, 32 RBIs, which ranks among the league leaders. Cuellar set now. Here's the pitch to White. 1-11 left-handed. He fouls it to first. Mantilla will take it. And the side is retired. No runs a hit, no one left on. And we're off to a scoreless start here in this ball game. On the other hand, Jeremiah, for me, is just one more thing to keep track of, and I'm not sure I can... I have a hard enough time as it is. Mantilla will lead off the bottom of the second. He is 5 for 14. He's got 1 home run. Short into the windup now. The pitch to Felix is a 2-9 left-handed. It's a grounder wide of second. Rojas has it. Flips to White for the out. And a shout out to John West, who has entered the chat. Hello, John. Here's Staub now. Excuse me. Must be that chicken sandwich there. Got a little of it stuck in my throat. Staub hitting .336 on the season. 6 home runs and his 32 RBIs among the league leaders. Left on left, short delivery. That's a 1-8 left-handed, and he walks him, ball 4. So Staub aboard with the 1-out walk. Not a threat to run. And the batter will be Aspromonte. Bob's hitting .255, 3 homers, 17 RBIs. Short gets the sign now from the stretch. It's going to be a 4-10 right-handed fly ball into left field. That's an easy play for Harvey Keene, who makes the grab for the second out. And here's Bateman now. Bateman, the right-handed hitting catcher, hitting .254 on the season. 4 home runs, 16 RBIs. The pitch from short is a 1-5. That's a 1-star single. Staub will hold at second on a 2-out hit by Bateman. That'll bring up the pitcher, Mike Cuellar. Left-handed hitter, he's a 1, but with end power. Would that help him at all? Well, short has a 4-9, 1 through 9. Excuse me, he's a left-handed hitter. 4-9, 1 through 9, 4-11, 1 through 12. So yes, Cuellar could potentially hit a home run off of Short's card. The pitch from Short with 2 out and 2 on is a 2-7, and he struck him out. That'll do it for Houston. No runs, a hit, 2 left on. We've played 2 scoreless. Cuellar getting tuned up here for the third. Bottom third of the order for the Phillies. That'll be Brandt, Euchre, and Short. Brandt hitting .290 on the young season. No home runs, 9 RBIs. Cuellar gets the sign from Bateman now. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's a 1-9 left-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. That's off the top of the wall. That's going to be an easy double for Brandt, who just misses the home run. Let's take another look at that. 1-9 left-handed, homer to 8. The roll is the 9. That'll be a stand-up double for Jackie Brandt. And coming to the plate now, our old buddy Bob Euchre. Euchre hitting .260 this season, 1 homer, 9 RBIs. Cuellar a check of the runner, now comes to the plate. 3-4 left-handed, base hit into right field for Euchre, an open single. Brandt could try to score on that. He's 1 through 14. Nicholson with a -1 arm, 1 to 13. Euchre, 5 would be 1 to 4, trying to go to second, so he will not. 1 to 13. They're going to hold him up. Feel extra conservative today. That'll give them runners at the corners and nobody out, with Short coming to bat. Short's a right-handed batter. Let's check his bunting rating. He's a D. And because of that, Houston will remain back. Short, however, trying to stay out of the double play at the very least, is going to try to lay one down. So on a D, the roll of a 7, and it's a successful sacrifice bunt for Short. That'll move Euchre to second with 1 down. And the Phillies have 2 runners in scoring position, 1 away on the top of the order coming up. Scoreless game so far. Houston will pull the infield in. Way to make an entrance there, Ben. Infield in, second and third. Here's Taylor. Cuellar into the windup. That's going to be a 6-6 right-handed. It's a fly ball to left field. That's going to be deep enough to score a run. Staub makes the catch. Brandt tags up and scores. And it is 1-0 Phillies. So the sacrifice fly by Tony Taylor puts the Phillies on the board. And the batter will be Rojas. Cookie grounded to third his first time up. Runner at second, 2 away. Euchre standing out there at second. Here's the pitch from Cuellar. 1-11. That is a 2-star single by Cookie Rojas. Euchre will score easily, and it's 2-0 Phillies. RBI single for Cookie Rojas. Here's Dick Grote now. 2 out runner at first, 2-0 Phillies here in the third inning. Here's the pitch from Cuellar to Grote. 1-4 left-handed, lazy fly ball into right field. Nicholson ranging under it and grabs it to retire the side. 2 runs for the Phillies, however, on 3 hits. They leave him in. And they take a 2-0 lead to the bottom of the third. Here's Short now. Short, staked to a 2-0 lead, will go to work on Morgan, Jackson, and Wynn, the top of the Houston order. Morgan 0 for 1, left on left, short into the windup. The pitch to Joe Morgan. 2-6 lefty, and he walks him. Morgan does what he does best. He draws the walk. Speed on the bases now, a star 15. +1 battery makes it 16. They're going to hold him on, making him a 14. And with Sonny Jackson at the plate, he's going to try for that lead. 4 through 6, he's caught on a 12. 9, he does not get it. Jackson an A bunter, but the Astros trail by 2. What would Morgan be on the back number? 10 minus 4, 6. Nah, nothing. Not good enough for the hit and run either. Jackson will swing away. Left on left from the stretch. 3-9, he pops him up. White has it. 1 away. And that'll bring up Wynn. Wynn, the offensive leader on this team, singled his first time up. Morgan takes his lead. Short from the stretch. Pitch to the cannon. 6-7, and he loses him, ball 4. Now Short's digging himself a hole here in the third. He's walked 2. Morgan down to second. Dave Nicholson will be the hitter. Mantilla on deck. All right, here's Nicholson now. Nicholson struck out his first time against Short. Short, a glance back at second. Now the windup on the pitch for Nicholson is a 1-7 left-handed, and he walks him to load the bases. So a sudden loss of control, and Short is in trouble here in the third. He's walked the bases full with 1 away. It'll bring up Mantilla as Bob Uecker goes out to the mound. Yeah, when Uecker goes to the mound, you really got to wonder what he's saying, don't you? Cracking wise to break the tension, or maybe he's just saying, hit the glove, Chris, it's right here. Here's Mantilla. They're going to be at double play depth with 1 away. Short, full windup, and here's the pitch now. It's a 2-6. That's a double to 10. That's down for extra bases. And the Astros have just tied this game on a double by Felix Mantilla. Morgan scores. Wynn scores. Nicholson to third. That's 2 RBIs for Mantilla. And just like that, the Astros have tied it up. Here's Staub now. Aspromani on deck. Tie game in the third. Second and third, 1 away. The Phillies will pull the infield in. Left on left. The pitch to Rusty Staub. 4-8 left-handed. That is a double to 15. He misses it on the 16, but still good enough for a 2-star single that will plate 2 more runs, and the Astros take the lead 4-2. Wait, I see what I did. There we go. So Mantilla scores the 4th run. 2 RBIs for Staub. And the Astros flexing their muscle here. They're all over Short here in the third. The league's leading offensive team so far, the Houston Astros. And here's Aspromani. Yeah, let's take a look at that. First grand totals. They've scored 193 runs. Second would be the Braves at 184. Third would be the Cubs at 156. Just to give you an idea of the scoring capability of this Houston team, at least so far. Okay, here's Ask for Money now. Still just one out. Runner at first. Short from the stretch. It's a 2-2, and he hits him. Holy cow. Staub will take second. And Short with a major bout of wildness here in the third inning. Whew. That's going to get somebody up already in the Phillies' pen. Ray Culp, the righty, throwing down there. And John Bateman will be the batter. For Aspromani, that's just the second time he's been hit this year. Bateman singled his first time up. Runners at first and second with one away. Here's the pitch from Short. It's a 2-7, struck him out. Much needed strikeout for Short, and that'll bring up the pitcher Cuellar. Left-handed hitter. Short trying to get out of this now. Here's the pitch. On a 4-9 left-handed, that is going to be a double by the pitcher. Holy smokes, that's going to score Staub for sure. Aspromani can try to score on that. Double is to center. Aspromani at 12 with 2 outs, 14. Brandt a -2, 1 through 12. They're going to send him. Brandt's throw to the plate. He scores. A 2-run double by Cuellar as the Astros bat around in the third. And here comes Gene Mauch, and it's a short day for Short. Sorry, couldn't resist. Culp will come on. He was the first man in real life in this ball game. Has not fared well. 5 appearances, 3 of them starts. 1-3 with a 6.63 ERA in 19 innings of work. And he'll be facing Joe Morgan. Runner on second and 2 down. So Cuellar puts the finishing touches on Short with a 2-run double here in the third. Culp ready to work now. Here's his staring in and the windup on the pitch to Joe Morgan. It's going to be a 2-5 right-handed. That's a single into left field, an open single. Cuellar could try to score. To left field, that's Keene. He's a +2. So Cuellar a 10, +2, 12, +2, 14. They're going to send Cuellar. Here's the throw. He is out at the plate. That'll end the inning, but not before Houston plates 6 runs to take a 6-2 lead. 6 runs on 2, 3, 4 hits. There were 3 walks and a hit batter in a wild inning. And now give me a moment while I have to slide all of these things over. I'll tell you, my worst fear when I start doing this is that the game goes to extra innings. because that just means I'm going to run out of room over here that much quicker. All right, Cuellar staked to a 4-run lead as we go to the 4th inning. It's 6-2 Astros. Callison, Keene, and White due for the Phillies. Here's Callison now, singled his first time up. Cuellar into the windup. Here's the pitch to Johnny Callison. It's a 2-4, grounder to second base. Morgan has it, throws to Mantilla, 1 down. Whoops, let's put that over there. I forgot to put my squiggly line through it like I normally do. All right, here's Keene now. Harvey Keene bounced into a double play his first time up. Cuellar set now. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. On a 1-6 left-handed, Keene bangs a single up the middle. One out single for Harvey Keene. No threat to run. Very slow, Harvey. And here's Bill White. White popped to first his first time up. Left on left. Cuellar from the stretch. It's a 2-8 high fly ball into deep right field. That is off the wall for 2 bases. It's an open double. Keene could try to score on that, but he won't. 1-8 runner, they'll hold him at third, especially trailing by 4. So a double by White, and the Phillies have something going here in the 4th. Jackie Brandt will be the hitter now. Brandt doubled his first time up, came around to score. Astros with a 4-run lead will stay back. Runners at second and third. Trying to avoid the big inning. Cuellar into the windup. It's a 5-8 right-handed. It's a grounder to second base X. Tough chance for Morgan. A 3E30. Here's the play. On a 2, he's not going to get it. That's a single into right field. Both runs will score. Keene scores easily. Here comes White to cross the plate. And it looks like a wild one here today. It's a 6-4 ball game. 2 RBIs for Jackie Brandt. And now it's Cuellar who's in trouble. And welcome, Frank. How's it going, Frank? And thank you, Franklin, for telling us just how short he was. Speaking of that, I did not total him out. 2 2/3 innings. 5 hits. All 6 runs charged to short. He walked 4 and hit a batter. Just did not have it today. 3 strikeouts. Okay, it is runner at first in a 6-4 game. 1 out in the 4th, and Bob Uecker at bat. Uecker singled and scored in the 3rd. Cuellar from the stretch. Pitch to Bob Uecker is a 2-2. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Going back his stop at the track at the wall. Bob Uecker has just tied this game with a 2-run blast. Oh my goodness, can you believe this game? Oh yeah, we got to take another look at that. 2-2 left-handed, no doubt about it. And for Ueck, that's just his 2nd home run of the season. It ties the game at 6. As Culp comes to bat, action in the Houston pen. Turk Farrell, the right-hander, loosening. One out, nobody on. I gotta check the hitter's card for Culp here. Hang on a second. First of all, are we going to let Culp bat in the fourth? The uke, he missed first base. I'm on the fence on this one, but Culp does not have a very good card. On the other hand, it would be nice to get some length out of somebody early in this game. Now we're going to pull him. We're going to hit for Culp. Culp just a third of an inning, 1 hit, no runs. Remember, he didn't really record an out himself. He gave up a single to Morgan, and Cuellar was thrown out at the plate. So we'll have a batter here for Culp. 1 away, nobody on. And against Cuellar, let's see what they've got. Phil Linz, perhaps? That's who it's going to be. Phil Linz will come off the bench and hit for Culp. Linz played in this game in real life. Left, right, right. A lot of righties coming up for Houston, so let's see who the Phillies will get loose. Philly pen not particularly deep, but they're going to get Terry Fox up. Fox, who was purchased from Detroit earlier this month, a much-needed right-handed arm in that pen. Here's Linz now. On the season, Linz just 1 for 2. Both at bats coming as a pinch hitter. Cuellar set. Here's the windup and the pitch to Linz. That's going to be a 3-9 grounder to third base. Aspromani has it. Throws him out for the second out. And that'll bring up Taylor. Taylor 0 for 1. Knocked in a run in the third with a sac fly. Cuellar gets the sign from Bateman now. Trying to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch to Taylor. It's a 6-6 right-handed, lazy fly ball to left. Staub is there, and the side is retired. But not before the Phillies score 4 to tie it up. 4 runs, 4 hits, nobody left. The score is 6-6 as we move to the bottom of the fourth. So a great departure from our recent games, that's for sure. And here's Fox coming in now to pitch for the Phillies. Fox has been in 5 games. He's 1-0 with a save, a 4.5 ERA. Fox followed Culp into this game in real life. I don't always go by that, as you regulars know. It's just a guideline. But the real stud in this pen is Knowles. Wise is pretty good. Bob Buell pitched in this game, so-so card. Ray Herbert, his card has problems too. With so many runs being scored, let me check the computer-only cards that I printed. Okay, so the Phillies also have Roger Craig available. He's a backwards righty, but he's terrible against righties. And Houston has Carol Simbera. So they may need these guys the way this game is going, at least so far. Okay, Fox ready to work now. It's Jackson, Wynn, and Nicholson for Houston in the bottom of the fourth. Fox gets the sign. The pitch to Sonny Jackson. That's a 1-8 right-handed single to 2 on a 5. That liner is speared by Rojas at second, and there's one down. So a little soft liner into the glove of Cookie Rojas. One away, and here's the toy cannon. Wynn 1 for 1 with a walk. His hot hitting ways continue as Fox delivers. 6-11, he walks him. Second walk of the day issued to Wynn. Let's check the battery now for the Phillies. Fox a nice -2 hold. Euchre a +1 arm, of course. That would make Wynn a 14 not held. They're going to hold him and make him a 12. So that'll keep Wynn planted at first as Dave Nicholson comes to bat. Nicholson 0 for 1 with a walk. Terry Fox working out of a stretch now. Comes set, and there's the pitch to Nicholson. It's a 3-8 right-handed. He struck him out. Nicholson down on strikes, 2 down. And it's up to the first baseman, Mantilla. Felix 1 for 2, 2-run double in the third. Here's the pitch from Fox. On a 3-5, swung on and missed, strike 3. Fox strikes out 2. Down go the Astros. No runs, no hits, a man left. We played 4 innings. It's a 6-6 deadlock. Here's Cuellar now. Cuellar rated 8 for endurance. But it's hard to imagine him getting that far the way this game is progressing so far. Rojas, Grote, and Callison due for the Phillies. Looking at the Astros pin. Okay, here's Cookie Rojas, 1 for 2 on the day. Cuellar into the windup now. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-6. That's a double to 5 on a 15. That'll be a long single for Cookie Rojas. So Rojas with a leadoff single. And here's Grote. Farrell about ready there, and he is joined by Jim Owens in the Houston pen as Dick Grote comes to bat. Dick 0 for 2 on the day. Cuellar out of the stretch. It's a 1-4. Fly ball to right field. That's playable for Nicholson, who makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Here's Johnny Callison, now the cleanup man. Johnny 1 for 2 today. Left on left. Cuellar out of the stretch. He comes in there with a 6-3 left-handed. It's a fly ball to left field X. That's going to be Staub. Staub, a 3-13 out there. Racing towards the line. It's an 11, the E range. The roll is a 7 on a 13, and he blows it. It's a 2-base error on Staub. Oh my goodness. That's going to put Rojas at third. E7. First error of the ball game. And the Phillies threatening in the 5th. Second and third, 1 away. Harvey Keene, the batter. Out to the mound goes John Bateman. This could be Cuellar's last batter. Farrell and Owens both ready. And the Astros will pull the infield in with second and third and 1 down. Cuellar ready now. The pitch to Harvey Kuenn. 2-5 left-handed. That is ripped into the gap for extra bases. Here comes Rojas to score. Callison right behind him. It's a 2-run double for Harvey Kuenn. And the Phillies take the lead 8-6. And here comes Grady Hatton. And that will be all for Cuellar. Both starting pitchers treated very rudely today. White, Brandt, Euchre, Dew. We're not going to bring in Farrell. It's going to be Jim Owens. Cuellar ends up going just 4 1/3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits allowed. 8 runs so far. Did not walk a man, nor did he strike out one. So with the runner at second, 1 away, Jim Owens will come on to face Bill White. Jackie Brandt on deck. Hello there, Philip Reynolds. Welcome. And hello, Gerald. See if I missed anybody else here. Thanks for joining me, gentlemen. Pleasure to have you here. How was everybody's weekend? Owens tuning up. Okay, White stands in now from the left side. Runner at second, 1 away. Here's Owens' pitch to Bill White. That's a 2-6, triple to 3. He'll settle for a 2-star single, which will drive in Harvey Kuenn. And it is 9-6 Phillies. White picks up his 33rd RBI of the season there, and he's a star 17 stealer. Owens a +2 hold. Bateman a 0 catcher. That makes him a 19. He'll be held at 17. And that's too good to resist. He's going to try for the 4 or a 6. 9, he doesn't get it. Brandt will swing away. 2 for 2 on the day. Owens from the stretch. 110, single 2 stars, and White goes into third. The hit parade continues. Phillies have runners at the corners now. Phillies have wrapped out 8 base hits in the last 2 innings. And it seems like nobody can get anybody out today. Well, except for Fox. Fox pitched a nice inning. And here's Euchre. Euchre 2 for 2 with a home run in this one. How about that? Runners at the corners, they'll play back, trying to get the double play out of Euchre. Here's the pitch from Owens now. 5-8 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. And with the lead now, Fox is going to bat. Fox, a 1-hitter's card. We need to change that. Right-handed batter weak. The pitch from Owens. 3-7, grounder to second. It's Morgan, 2 Mantilla, and that will do it. 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 9-6 Philadelphia. It's a wild one here from the Dome, which we're still trying to decide whether or not it was hurricane proof. Earthquake, I'm showing my roots there now, right? A Freudian slip, perhaps. I grew up in earthquake land. I used to sleep through them. There's no big thing. So Terry Fox will come out for his second inning of work. He's a 2-rated reliever. This will be an inning of possible fatigue for Fox. He'll be looking at Staub, Astromonti, and Bateman. You got to feel like the scoring is not over yet in this game. Staub 1 for 1 with a walk. Fox gets the sign from Euchre. Here's the windup and the pitch. 4-4 left-handed is a grounder to third base X. That's Tony Taylor. Taylor a 3E16. Ranges to his left. On a 15. He's got it. Nice play. Turns and throws him out. Nice play, Tony Taylor. That's what these pitchers need today. Some help from the defense. Here's Aspromonte now. 0 for 1 was plunked in the third. Fox into the windup. The pitch to Bob is a 1-8 right-handed grounder into the hole. It's short. Groats there. Throws across in time. Here's Bateman now. 1 for 2. Fox into the windup. That is a 1-6 single to 6. That liner is speared by a diving Tony Taylor. Oh my goodness, what a play by Tony. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Terry Fox, who's been the only guy who could pitch here today. Right, Perry? Welcome, sir. He missed all kinds of crazy action. Jim Owens, also a 2 rated for relief, but he's only worked 2/3 of an inning so far. So his endurance inning would begin after the next out. And it'll be the top of the order for the Phillies. Taylor, flashing the leather in the bottom of the 5th, leads off the 6th. He's 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Owens into the windup. 2-9, grounder down to third. It's Aspromonte across to Mantilla, 1 down. And here's Cookie Rojas now. Cookie's 2 for 3 in this one. Owens gets the sign from Bateman. Here's the pitch to Cookie. That's a 1-7 right-handed. Lazy fly ball into straightaway center. Wynn takes a few steps back and hauls it in. That'll bring up Grote, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Grounded to short in the first, flew to right twice. Owens the sign, the windup, the pitch. 2-12, grounder to second base. Morgan, easy play, flips to Mantilla, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jim Owens. So some sense of order being restored by the 2 relievers. And Fox is going to give it another shot here. He's coming out for his 3rd inning of work. His 2nd fatigue inning, endurance inning, if you will. And to the bottom of the 6th we go. Houston trailing will send up a pinch hitter for Owens. Left, right, left. The Astros do not have a lefty. Boy, the pickings are slim here. Don Lee is going to get loose. The bullpen, not one of Houston's strengths, as you know. One and 2/3 for Owens. 2 hits, no runs. So all 9 charged to Cuellar. 8 of them earned. Owens, no walks and a K. Batting for Owens against Fox. So they used Lillis Brand Gentile in real life. We're going to go with Lee May, saving Gentile in case a first base swap is required. So it'll be the left-handed outfielder Lee May to lead things off. May's hitting .293 on the year, 5 home runs, 16 RBIs for the lefty. Fox gets the sign from Euchre. Here's the windup, and here is the pitch on a 6-9. He walks him. Lead-off walk to Lee May. May not a threat to run. Here's Morgan now. Morgan 1 for 2 with a walk. Fox out of the stretch now. Pitch Little Joe is a 6-8 single to 16 on a 15. He just does get it knocked down at first by White, but he has no play. And now one more hitter walk will fatigue Fox. So there's action again in the Philly pen. Sixth inning. We'll have to try to close it with Herbert. Callison up. So it's Buell, Herbert, or Wise. We're going to go to Wise. This is an important inning for the Phillies. A tad too early for Knowles. Whoops, hang on, that does not go there. First 2 batters aboard. I'm sorry, Wise is warming up. We haven't pulled Fox yet. Fox will face Jackson. One more hitter walk will fatigue him. The pitch to Jackson is a 1-5. He walks him to load the bases, and now he is fatigued. And here comes Mock. That will do it for Terry Fox. So Fox did a nice job. He just ran out of gas. And in from the bullpen jogs Rick Wise. It's a wild one today. Wise, the 4th Philly pitcher of the afternoon. Fox goes 2+, just 1 hit. He did walk 3, however, and struck out a pair. Is not allowed to run yet, but the bases are loaded and they're all his. Lee May down at third, Morgan at second, Sonny Jackson at first, and look who's coming up. It's the toy cannon with his 8 home runs and 35 runs batted in. Infield at double play depth. Wise ready to work. Here's the pitch to win. It's a 2-10 right-hander. A grounder to third base. It's Taylor down to Rojas for 1. Turns and throws not in time. A run will score. Oops, we may have a replay here. Is that what I'm seeing? What did I do there, Ben? That was Jackson, who walked. Hang on, maybe he didn't walk. Let's back it up. Oh, that was a while ago. Okay. So the 210 is a grounder to third B for Win. That's going to go as a 5-4 force. Win to first. Jackson forced. May scores to make it 9-7. That'll be an RBI for Win. And Morgan takes third on the play. That's the first out of the inning. Dave Nicholson, the batter. Felix Mantilla on deck. 9-7 Phillies. Astros threatening in the sixth. Nicholson 0 for 2 with the walk. Infield at double play depth as Wise comes set from the stretch. Pitch to Nicholson is a 2-4. He struck him out. Oh my. Nicholson goes down swinging for the third time today. That's the hat trick for Dave Nicholson. And what a huge strikeout for Rick Wise. Not out of the woods yet. He still has to get Felix Mantilla. Runners at the corners. Wise, the pitch to Mantilla. It's a 6-5 grounder to shortstop X. It's up to Grote now. Grote to 3E22. Here's the play. On a 4. He can't get it. That's a single 1 star. That's going to drive in Morgan. Win will stop at second. RBI Mantilla 9-8. And Rusty Staub will get a chance. Staub drove in 2 runs in this game, giving him 34 RBIs on the season. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Here's the pitch by Wise. 4-10 left-hander, a little slow roller to first. It's a race to the bag. White gets there first, and the side is retired. 2 runs for Houston on 2 hits, and they leave 2. Holy cow, it's 9-8 after 6. So both those runs will be charged to Fox, who otherwise did a good job. Maybe stayed with him too long, I don't know. But he was the only guy who was doing well. And on to pitch for Houston is Don Lee. The right-handed Lee on the season. Let's take a look at his numbers. 3 games only. He's no record, 3.86 in 4 2/3 innings. So he only worked 37 innings that year. So he's been used somewhat sparingly on purpose. Ben, at this point, I don't really have much choice but to let it stand. Hopefully I didn't screw it up too badly. To the 7th we go. It's Callison, King, and White for the Phillies. Don Lee, you're ready to work now. Johnny Callison, 1 for 3 on the day. Hang on a second. Yeah, that's better. Lee the windup, the pitch to Johnny Callison. That's a 5-7 left-handed, and he walks him. Here we go. Leadoff walk by Callison. Star 15 Steeler, Lee a -2 hold. Bateman a 0. That makes him a 13. That's the interesting number, isn't it? 65%. And they're not going to hold him. Harvey Keene is 2 for 3. He's knocked in a pair with a double in the 5th. Lee gets the sign. Now from the stretch. Pitch to Harvey, 3-11. Grounder back to the pitcher. Lee turns and fires it down to Jackson for 1 to first, not in time. It's a 1-6 force. Harvey Keene aboard. And what probably will be his last at bat. And since he's going to come out anyway, how about pinch running for him? Tony Gonzalez will come in and run for Harvey Keene at first and take over in left field. Gonzalez, a fine left fielder, 2E5 with a 0 arm. Not a star stealer, but he is a 14 runner, a vast improvement over Harvey's 1 through 8. And the batter is Bill White with 1 away. White's 2 for 3 today. Lee from the stretch. Pitch to Bill White is a 3-3. Base hit into left field, an open single. Gonzalez could go to third. It's a 14 to left, 12. Staub, however, in left with a -4 cannon, and they hold him up at second. Phillies rallying here in the 7th. They lead at 9-8. Jackie Brandt due up, and he's 3 for 3 on the day. Oh my, what a crazy ball game this is. No 1-hour game today, fellas. And perfect timing as far as I'm concerned, because I'm pretty much back to my normal energy level. Been tired for a week since coming back. That's what it took me. I got home a week ago today. All right, here's Brandt. 3 for 3 on the day. Lee checks the runners. Now comes to the plate, 3-8, and strikes him out. Huge strikeout there for Don Lee. That's the second out, and it will be up to Euchre. Runners take their lead. Euchre 2 for 3 with a homer today. The pitch from Lee. 1-4 swung on and missed, strike 3. Lee gets out of the jam. No runs, a hit, 2 left on. Still a 9-8 ball game as we stretch in the 7th. Gonzalez stays in the game and plays left. That's all for now. Let's see where the mook is as we stretch. Well, there is his ear. Mookie. Is this your nap time, buddy? Not much to see lately from Mookie. Like I've been saying, I wish he would get prone around this time and you guys could see how big he's gotten. Holy crap. Okay, Rick Wise is going to come out here. He's pitched an inning. 3-inning reliever. Bottom of the Houston order due up. That's Aspromani, Bateman, and the pitcher's spot. Astros trail by a run here at the bottom of the 7th. It's true, Franklin. Oh, you guys, don't you know it? Aspromani 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd. Wise gets the sign from Euchre. That's a 5-6 right-handed. Fly ball to straightaway center. Jackie Brandt is right there and makes the catch for the out. Here's Bateman now, the right-handed hitting catcher, 1 for 3 on the day. Wise into the windup. It's a 1-12 grounder up the middle, cut off by Grote, turns and fires in time. Now we're going to have a batter for Lee. So Lee just worked the 1 inning, huh? A hit, a walk, 2 Ks. Right-handed pitcher on the mound. Looking for slugging here with 2 out, nobody on. They're going to go to Gentile now. Left-handed batter with some pop. Gentile on the season. 260, 2 homers, 17 RBIs. 2 down in the 7th. A pitch from Rick Wise. 5-8 left-handed. It's a triple to 9. He just misses it and holds up with a stand-up double. The blazing speed of Gentile almost rolled the triple. But a 1-8 runner. He'll be holding at second base. And the batter will be Morgan. Tying run out there, too. Do we really want to burn a guy here pinch running? Well, let's see what pitcher is going to be coming in. Largely righties. So that's probably going to be either Zachary or Taylor. Let me take a look at this. The usage on these guys for a minute. It's going to be Ron Taylor coming in. So in that case, Taylor is going to come on and run for Gentile. He's a 1-10. And he'll stay in and take over at pitcher. And here comes Mock now with the left-handers due up. He's going to go to Knowles right here, clinging to a 1-run lead. The Phillies are going to find a way to double switch here with the pitcher due to lead off the 8th. No, he can't double switch if he pinch runs, though, can he? Oh, yeah, Taylor can. Never mind. We're talking about Knowles. The Knowles is going to switch with who? Let's see what we've got here. We'll just make it simple. He'll double switch with the catcher. So Dalrymple will come in to catch in the 9 spot. And Knowles will go into Euchre's spot. There, that cleans that up. Okay, we've got a runner at second. The runner is Taylor, the pitcher, 1 through 10. 2 outs. Joe Morgan at the plate. Knowles ready to work. Pitch to little Joe. 3-6. Grounder to first. White will take it himself. And Knowles puts out the fire. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We're through 7 in a wild 9-8 game. The Phillies leading. So Wise gets credit for 1 2/3. 2 hits allowed. No walks. One strikeout. All right, and welcome Charlie. Happy Monday. We move to the 8th inning. Phillies lead at 9-8. Ron Taylor on to pitch for the Astros, the 4th pitcher of the day for Houston. Clay Dalrymple, who came in the double switch, will lead it off. Dalrymple on the season, 259, no homers, a pair of RBIs. Left-handed hitting catcher standing in. Ron Taylor into the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-7. That's ripped over the first base bag and down into the corner. Dalrymple will round and steam into second with a leadoff double. Permanent vacation. Yes, it was, Perry. Here's Tony Taylor now, 0 for 3. Had a sac fly back in the 3rd. Taylor pitching to Taylor. 4-8 right-handed single, 2 stars, and the Phillies add on. It's an RBI base hit for Tony Taylor. Dalrymple crosses the plate. And it is 10-8 Phillies. Taylor a star 15. Ron Taylor a +1. Bateman a 0. It's 16. Taylor will be held at 14. And he's going to try for the lead. 2 through 5, 11 or 12. 9. He does not get it. With nobody out, Rojas is going to lay it down. It's a 10 on an A. Sacrifice bunt. Third baseman fields it. And that pushes Taylor over to second base with 1 down. So playing a little small ball here, Cookie Rojas lays 1 down. I'm not a huge bunter, as you guys know, but I do look for the opportunities. Dick Grote will bat with a runner in scoring position and 1 away. He's 0 for 4 today. Ron Taylor into the windup. Pitch to Grote is a 3-7. Lazy fly ball into center. Wynn comes in a few steps and grabs it for the 2nd out. And that'll bring up Johnny Callison. No, but that play was. Callison, 1 for 3 with a walk as Taylor comes set. Here's the pitch to Johnny Callison on a 5-6 left-handed. He bangs a single, 2 stars into right field. Here comes Taylor to score, and the Phillies add on. 2 runs across the plate. It is 11-8. And here's Tony Gonzalez for his first at bat of the day. Gonzalez ran for Kane, took over and left. The pitch from Taylor is a 5-11. That's a base hit into center field. An open single. Callison could go to third. 15-17, wins a 0. There he goes. The Astros will cut it off and hold Gonzalez to first. And Taylor is getting lit up here in the 8th. Action again in the Houston pen. Chris Zachary throwing. And up steps Bill White, who's 3 for 4 this afternoon. 0 for the want of a left-handed reliever, say the Astros. Taylor studies the sign. The pitch to White. 6-6, 2-star single, and another run will score. Callison crosses the plate. Gonzalez to third. RBI single for White, his second of the game. And it's 12-8. And that's as far as they're going to go with Taylor. So Taylor did not have much today. See, where does the pitcher bat here? Zachary will come in. Just 2/3 for Taylor. He can't finish the inning. And here's Chris Zachary. Oh yeah, man, this is going to take a while to enter. Jackie Brandt, 3 for 4 on the afternoon, is the batter due. Zachary's finished his warm-ups. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Here's the pitch to Jackie Brandt. On a 2-9, he struck him out. Brandt fans for the second time today, but the Phillies tack on 3 big insurance runs on 5 hits and leave a pair. Taylor in his 2/3, oh my goodness. 5 hits. Three runs. And the Phillies have their ace reliever on the mound already in Darryl Knowles. Knowles came on to get the last out of the 7th, retiring Joe Morgan on a grounder to first. It'll be Jackson, Wynn, and Nicholson for the Astros here in the bottom of the 8th, with the score now 12-8. Sonny Jackson 0 for 3 with a walk. Knowles into the windup. The pitch to Sonny is a 4-8, swung on and missed, strike 3. Down goes Jackson. Here's the toy cannon now. 1 for 2 with a pair of walks for Jimmy. Knowles gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Jimmy Wynn. A 5-8 grounder to second base X. That'll be Rojas. Good second baseman. 2E15. Here's the play. On a 3, he makes a diving stop behind the bag to his feet and throws him out. Oh my God, it's a web gem by Cookie Rojas as he robs Jimmy Wynn of a base hit. 2 down and Nicholson, the hitter. Nicholson struck out 3 times today, also walked. The pitch from Knowles. 4-10 right-handed is a grounder to shortstop X. That's Grote. 3E22. Grote into the hole. Here's the play on a 6. Diving stop to his feet and a fine play by Grote to retire the side. 6-3X. So the Phillies flashing some leather here in the 8th. We've played 8. 12-8 Phillies in a wild game. This is a good opportunity for me to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Having a lot of fun with this, and I hope you are too. Boy, you're right, frankly. We may need the bad boy. At the very least, we may need some of these computer-only cards. Zachary got 1 out. It's Knowles to lead it off. He's a 3 left-handed hitter. So we'll flip a new card out there. And Zachary, the pitch to Knowles. 3-10, and he walks Knowles. Oh my goodness. Insult to injury here. Zachary walks Darryl Knowles to lead off the 9th. No, it's not over. Not by any stretch. Here's Dalrymple. Dalrymple doubled in his only at bat today. Zachary out of the stretch now. Pitch to Clay is a 2-9. It's a high fly ball to right field. That's going to split the gap and roll to the wall. Homer to 9 on a 20. He is in with a stand-up double. Pitcher running. He will be held at third. And the Phillies threatening to bust it open here in the 9th. Like they haven't busted it open already with 12 runs, right? Here's Tony Taylor now. Taylor 1 for 4. Knocked in a pair. Really no choice here but to pull the infield in. They can't let another run score. Houston will pull the infield in. Zachary with the pitch to Taylor. That's a 5-8 right-handed. It's a double to 14, and that is down in left center. That's going to roll to the wall. Here comes Knowles to score. Here comes Dalrymple to score, and Taylor is in with a 2-run double. And that ought to do it. It's 14-8 now. Houston not even warming anyone up in the pen. In first place, they don't really have anybody. They could bring in Bob Bruce. But at this point, it's more of a case of why waste another arm. Here's Rojas. Zachary comes in with a 1-7 fly to center, playable for win, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Grote, 0 for 5. Is he the only hitless player in the lineup? He is. Only Philly without a hit, Dick Grote. Pitch from Zachary. That's a 3-7. Another fly ball to center. It's a win again. And that's out number 2. So Grote fails to join the hit party today, ends up 0 for 6. Here's Callison. Zachary set now. Pitch to the lefty, 1-7. It's a grounder to second. Morgan to Mantilla, and that will do it. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Phillies add on 2 on 2 hits and leave 1. 14-8 is the score. Daryl Knowles will be trying to close it out. Mantilla, Staub, and Aspromani due up. It's a wild one today. Here's Felix. He is 2 for 4. Knowles into the windup now. 5-3 righty is a grounder to the pitcher X. Knowles a 2 E51. Interesting rating. Here's the play. Error range, it's a 6 on a 51. I think we already know what that means. It'll be an error on Knowles, and Mantilla reaches. 1 Philly error, 1 Houston error. And here's Rusty Staub. (14-8) the score. Left on left from the stretch. 4-2. Ground ball to second. That's going to be 2. It's Rojas to Grote to White. Double play. And the Astros are down to their last out. Staub bounces into the twin killing. And here's Aspromani. 0 for 3 was hit by a pitch. Knowles gets the sign from Dalrymple. It's a 4-7 right-handed. Struck him out, and that's the ball game. 14-8 is the final. I will attempt to have the totals in a moment. Holy cow, what a game. Zachary, 2 hits, 2 runs, a walk and a strikeout. Knowles, 2 1/3, 7 up, 7 down. No, he gave up an error in a double play. I take that back. But he did face the minimum. No walks, 2 Ks. Was it a save situation when Knowles entered? So he came on in the 7th with a man on. That time it was 9-8, so it is. He gets a save for that. That's his 3rd of the season. The 5th inning. Looks to me like Fox picks up the win. Again, of course, we will allow the Strat-O-Matic computer Hal to make the final call on that. But if he does get it, he'd be 2-0. Cuellar coughed up the lead, so he takes the loss. He's 2-2. Boy, they certainly did, and it is pick'em for player of the game. Nice one, Ben. We could safely discount the pitchers. Although Knowles did a nice job for 2 1/3 to restore order. A lot of big hit games here, that's for sure. Keane had a couple of hits. White had 4 hits. Brand had 3 hits. Who had the most RBIs? Taylor had 4 RBIs. Uke was 2 for 4 with a homer and 2 RBIs. He had the game's only home run. Well, the walk wasn't his. That was Knowles. But yeah, he was 2 for 4 with 2 ribbies. Brandt, 2 ribbies. White, 2 ribbies. Keane, 2 ribbies. Tony Taylor, 4 ribbies. Although Taylor's Taylor's last 3 of the 4. It kind of came after the game was already decided. I'm tempted to go with White for the 4 hits. It's almost a team player of the game, isn't it? Yeah, I agree with Mike. It's kind of the whole offense. Except for Grote. In an unprecedented move, I'm not going to award a single player the player of the game. We're just going to give it to the Philly offense in general. With honorable mentions to all of the aforementioned players, and Darryl Knowles, of course. Taylor, White, Euchre, Knowles. Wild game. Here's the totals. Phillies end up with 14 runs on 20 hits. They made an error. Houston, 8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Let's look ahead on the schedule here. Tomorrow is Pirates at Dodgers. Steve Blass versus Don Drysdale, 1:30 Pacific. Please join me for that one. That could be good. Pirates and the Dodgers tied for first place. They won't be after tomorrow. So join me for that one. That should be exciting. In the meantime, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me and wish you all a very pleasant good evening. Take care, guys.